It's a pretty normal week for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say I don't think this week ever gets too normal, so especially the last three, so I'm excited.
A lot of emotions for you going into this, just knowing the back and forth and back again. Just what's been on your mind this week?
Man, I'm just trying to keep all my emotions in like this whole week. I think I told someone like right when the whistle blew at the end of the last game this was the only thing on my mind. Don't even think I really celebrated the win a whole lot, and my mind has just been focused to this. It's something that, when you transfer and you leave, it's something that you dream about and you sleep about and you think about, and now it's here. So just trying to keep all my emotions just tucked away until that clock starts rolling, for sure.
Do you talk to any UCLA guys this week, or do you try not to?
I think like a couple here and there. I try not to, just because like I'm not trying to be friends this week. Like, well, I'll see you next week maybe. But yeah, I haven't really tried to talk to too many of them. I've been trying to keep it just me and my team, and that's where my focus is at.
Why has it been on your mind? I mean, obviously, but why has it been on your mind so much since that? What do you want out of this game for yourself?
I mean, I want to win. I mean, that's the number one thing, is I want to win. I mean, regardless of any personal things I feel, that doesn't really matter, because I would never put myself in front of the team. Like, I'm just going to do everything, and hopefully everything that I have on my mind helps the team in a positive way. And like, that's just all I'm going to take into this game, is just doing everything I can to, hone in my emotions and use them to the best of my abilities. And I think I've always done that.
Are there any of these games over the years that are, among the most memorable for you? Any moments from the USC-UCLA rivalry?
Yeah, definitely that the one 2 years ago when Caleb was here, my first year with Caleb. That was probably, I tell everyone, that's like one of the most fun games I've ever played in. Not just because I had a touchdown or anything. Like, it was just competitive, it was fun, it was back and forth, like so many memories within that game that I could always tell people. And I think that's just like what you grow up wanting to contribute to. Being a kid from Southern California, just wanting to contribute into those games is what you dream of. And I feel like that was one of the games where I finally got my opportunity to do it, and it was fun to win that. And it was a big berth for us in terms of going to the Pac-12 championship and, hoping for that playoff berth.
How do you feel like these last 2 years have maybe changed how you just view the rivalry in general?
I think for me, it's just kind of deeper, just because I feel like my feelings have just flipped so much. Obviously going there last year and like coming back to the Collie, and then coming back here from there and going back to the Rose Bowl is just like a big thing to me. Like, I've always loved like the villain aspect, or going into someone else's house and going to get a win. Like, that's the best feeling ever, is just hearing everyone be quiet in there. So that's what I hope to do this week with my team.
What was it like mentally on the other sideline last year?
I mean, I don't want to say too much. I mean, we won, so it was, I guess that was cool. But like, at the same time, like, that was a year for me that was tough, because in just that game, I had so many mixed emotions coming back because of the way that year was going, and a lot made no sense that year. So I don't know. I just tried to flush all of last year, regardless of how good I thought I played, regardless of the stats and stuff like that. I just tried to flush last year because it was so frustrating, and I think that's what I'm trying to take into this week, is use that frustration to do something good this week.
Do you have a hard time physically last year, like on the sidelines? Like you mentioned, now you're trying to push those emotions down. Were they coming up at times last year, in the midst of this rivalry game? Like, was it tough to get that off your mind?
Not really, because I was more frustrated with my own team than USC at that time, that's why I've said this game has been on my mind longer than anything. So
how much did that one game benefit?
It's been on my mind since the mid of last season, so I'm excited for sure.